But if you're wondering what I'm going to do in the meantime until these transfers come in, I am going to try to see a crash pad in DC and just do my best to deal with it. It makes me so nauseous even saying that because I do not want to live in a crash pad. But I think it's my only option, guys.
Missing someone with all your heart. Missing someone with heart. How much you missing?
I'm so sorry I didn't film all day. I have so much to tell you, but I'm in Boston. Let's just go ahead and do the room tour, shall we? So I'm in Boston. There's a square toilet. There's a really cool mirror. There's me, of course. And a nice shower. And this is so exciting. Yes. This is so quaint and cute, and I actually really like it. I wish they had a microwave because I brought some pho, but I think the seating area is really cool. I don't know why my camera won't focus. What are you doing, camera? Anyway, my camera has been dead all day, so I had to charge it on the plane, which I will explain it momentarily, but this is a nice little double bed. I won't complain. I need the air to kick in. That would be nice. My view is of a building and a parking garage and more parking garage and something called Boston Sports Club. But anyway, this is a nice hotel. Hopefully you guys can see me because I'm gonna just sit my butt right here in this chair. Okay. So as you can hear, I guess that gives that away. I'm not like 100%, but I had to come back to work after 8 days. Towards the end, I felt okay, but I've got to tell you, like, the best thing happened. I had this conversation with, it was probably a couple of days after I started feeling better, so maybe like 5 days in. JD's mom and his stepfather and whoever else went camping in Myrtle Beach, and I wasn't really a fan of going, and I was like, oh, I should go camping, like I should just make myself go even though I don't feel well and all this, so I did. The best thing ever, his mom is a saint, and like we had a conversation about just this job and the other jobs I had, like opportunity wise. Basically she was just like, you know, this is long term, and she offered some consolation, I don't know what I'm trying to say. I'm tired. She was being nice, and she said to consider the fact that things aren't long term and like this is so short term. And so I decided that I called or I emailed the leasing job, and I know this money thing is hard, and I know I talked about it in my previous video, but everyone who has said it is right. Like, I just have to bite the bullet and bide my time because this job is way too fun and way too cool to give it up, and I shouldn't have to because of where I'm based, and that's just not fair. So I'm probably not going anywhere until at least, well, I didn't get a transfer in October, I forgot to tell you, but I'm not going anywhere until at least November, but I'm not positive if that will even happen. So it looks like right now it's probably like gonna be January for a vacancy transfer, but I will say this, I came up with a strategy. So I put myself on the transfer list for Dallas, which I know is crazy because I don't want to be there and I'm not going to school there and it's pointless to go, but my best friend lives there, so it would be easy to stay with her, you know, while I'm on reserve. And so I got a mutual transfer back to Charlotte. So it might be easier to get out of DC if I go through another base. Pending approval of a place I would stay, I am also on a list for Miami. So we'll see how that goes as well. Other than that, you know, I just like, I had that epiphany, and then JD got sick, of course, because either me or someone else, and we just kept on keeping on. And then, funny thing, yesterday I was supposed to commute in to DC because I was on call today, but I got assigned Rep A yesterday at 4 p.m. or 3 p.m. and I called crew scheduling because there were 4 trips on the board. I was number 3 for call out on because of aggressive list, and there was this trip I'm on right now that was on the board. I called and asked for it, and like literally an hour later I got assigned it. So I don't know if it was just luck or that guy felt bad for me in crew scheduling, but nonetheless, it's kind of a long haul, but I was interested because of the fact that it left later. So we didn't leave until 1, and then it was delayed. Everything was delayed. Literally every flight we took today was delayed. But the trip is a 2-day, and it overnights here in Boston where I am now. But I left today. I left on the 10 o'clock in the morning flight to DC, got in at 11, signed in at noon, took the flight at 1:30, which was delayed to 1:30. It's supposed to be 1. To LaGuardia, back to DC, back to LaGuardia, and then LaGuardia back or to here to Boston. So I'm in Boston now. Tomorrow I literally go Boston to LaGuardia to DC, LaGuardia back to DC, and I'm back at like 8:30, 9, almost 9 o'clock at night. So yes, there will be another hotel. But if you're wondering what I'm going to do in the meantime until these transfers come in, I am going to try to see a crash pad in DC and just do my best to deal with it. It makes me so nauseous even saying that because I do not want to live in a crash pad. But I think it's my only option, guys. I do. And obviously it's too late to go anywhere tonight, so I'm not going to cry anymore. I'm going to get off of here, get out of this uniform, call my man, and have a conversation about my day, and get a shower and figure out how I'm going to find a microwave. But I will try to charge this tonight, and so I can have some sort of camera tomorrow if I can get any footage. But as you know, these shuttle flights are like back to back. It's not like the one I did with Avis. It's not that one. These are the true shuttle flights, like not short hauls, shuttles. So like there is no room for camera time or your time, eat time, no time. So now I'm gonna take some me time, and I will see you guys later. Bye. Good morning, guys. It's like 11 on the dot, I think, but my van will be here in 35 minutes, so I'm trying to like speed it up. I woke up originally like on time, but then decided that it was a good idea to go back to bed. So yeah, I'm trying to get as much camera time as I can today because I feel like I'm not going to get much with it being so up and down the whole day, you know. But last night I found this hotel. First of all, this hotel, we've got to talk about that. This hotel is amazing. It is so beautiful. All the little details, even like where they where you hang your towel is like really nice. The shower is really nice. Like everything's just really nice here. But anyway, so I went to this place. This hotel has a it's got this hydration station, as they call it, which is really cool because who doesn't like a good hydration station, I guess. And they give you these cool little like vanity packs. Like, I mean, this hotel is awesome. But nonetheless, I wanted to tell you, I ate some pho. So I warmed it up, and then I had an avocado. I had to go downstairs to find salt and pepper, but that's neither here nor there. And then I came upstairs, ate that, and then I already had taken a shower at that point. But then I laid down and watched Forensic Files and posted a whole bunch of YouTube videos, or scheduled them to come out, because if I don't do it that way, I'll never do it, to be honest. And yeah, so basically I fell out and I went to bed and there was nothing else to it. So now I am about to head downstairs, and after I pack all this stuff up, and I've got to we're flying back to New York from here in Boston, and then from New York to DC and back to New York, and then New York back to DC. She's a shuttle, like I mentioned last night. But I will say, one thing I forgot to say last night was that October's transfers were so frustrating because, they don't tell you in training. So this is like a really, really good tip for anyone that's going into training. I didn't know this going into it, and I wish somebody would have told me, but you really have to consider, like when you choose a base, like I chose in the beginning of all this, I chose DC because it was the closest, right? Other than Charlotte. And, I think the disappointment started with the choice to put that second, because I really did get kind of what I asked for in a way, because no one else got Charlotte and it wasn't even open. So as sucky as it is, it's kind of my fault, and I get that. But now that I was told, I was told, oh well, you'll get a transfer. But what they don't tell you is that transfers, mutual transfers, I'll correct myself, only are given to those that have the same qualifications for that base's aircrafts list. So, in other words, here at DC, we are required to be qualified. I mean, any new hire should be qualified on everything, but my point is that you have to be qualified on the E190, which tends to be the biggest problem in DC, is that people that want to come to DC, like right now, the list had 5 people from Charlotte on it and 5 people from Dallas on it and all these other things. But the problem isn't that they don't have people on the list. The problem is that the people that are on the list are not qualified on the E190. So had I been based somewhere like Miami, people have already gotten mutual transfers out of Miami. And had I been based in places like New York, people have already gotten transferred out of New York. Bless me. Still sick. But, yeah, and I didn't think about it in terms of, like, if you're going to bid for a location to be based at, first of all, number 1 rule, be super practical about where you're choosing, because if you're not practical, you're going to end up like me. So you need to make sure that you're choosing places that A, you either can relocate to, B, you want to move to and have the money to do so, C, you have someone that lives there that that you can crash with until you get a transfer, and D, choose a base that you could get out of. Because look when you are in training, there's a section for my airline that can show you all of the individual people that want to go to your base. I didn't even know that existed when I bid for DC, and had I saw that there were only 15 people compared to, let's say, Dallas of 389 people or whatever the heck it is, yeah, that's a good sign that they will give more people, because the more people there are that want to come to your base, the more likely you'll get out of your base with a mutual. Well, if there's only 15 people on the DC list, you won't get out. So keep that in mind as well. But those are just some things to think about when you're choosing your base, because I wish I would have. But anyway, I wanted to say that last night and I totally forgot. So now I've got to pack all the rest of this stuff up and make sure this is all good. But I will see you guys either on the plane or in DC when I get there. Bye guys. Hello again from the airplane. Luckily today I was able to get some footage because we got to Boston on our second leg. So we went from Boston, LaGuardia, back to Boston. And on this leg, we got here super early, so I'm sitting here with a view of planes landing, little baby plane out there. I don't know if you guys can see it, but anyway, we're here early, and unfortunately my schedule just came out for tomorrow, and I not only waived my rights to 12 hours of rest to try to get a trip that would get me home, a 3-day, so I could be gone, but I really wanted not, well, I guess I could have been okay with a RAP C, which is what I got, which is 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. But unfortunately, the 8 o'clock to Greensboro tonight is full, and it is already past past the hour to cancel my room tonight. So I'm going to my commuter hotel tonight. And also I submitted a inquiry thing for 2 crash pads. And so we'll see how that goes. I don't have time to eat, so I guess I'm just going to be eating later tonight when I get to DC. But yeah, I don't think I've ever shown you guys the E190, but anyway, this is the E190. It's only a 2-seater all the way down. First class has the 3 seats on one side, and all of these seats right here. So as soon as I get to where I'm going, I'll see you guys later. Bye. I swear, guys, I'm so bad at vlogging. Why am I so bad at this job? It is now 2 o'clock in the morning because I got to my hotel and ate the Chick-fil-A that I purchased at the airport once we got back to DC. And I talked to JD and took a shower and passed out for like a little bit. Then I just talked to my friend Corey, and now I am bored and need to go back to bed. I can't remember if I mentioned this on the plane earlier. I am on Wrap C. I called crew scheduling also when I was when I hung out with JD to take a shower and everything. I called them because there was a trip that I really wanted because it would have got me back so early. It was like a double Boston or something, and I could have commuted home. But unfortunately, that did not go over well because apparently you can't finagle your way into everything, but ask and you shall receive if you can. So that's the goal. Anyway, there is a trip. I'm so confused about these whole Wrap things, so don't take my word for this, but there's a trip tomorrow that goes to Cancun and Charlotte, and it just opened up. It leaves in the morning at like 9 o'clock, or no, the 10 o'clock, so the report time is 9, but I'm pretty sure since I'm on Wrap C that doesn't start till 9. I don't think that is okay because I think the earliest they can call me is at 9 on a Wrap, which means that they have to give me until noon. 10, 11, 12, 3 hour, yeah, so till noon. So nothing before noon basically can I sign in for. So I don't think I can get that trip. And there's another trip that leaves at, or sign-in's at 11:15 a.m. and that goes to Atlanta. It's just a 2-day. It goes to Atlanta. I can't get that one either because it's 45 minutes short of legal call-out time. So it's like Rep C is really like I said, it's a tough one. So anyway, I'm in my commuter hotel. There is nothing special, and if you can see the guy up there, it tells all. That truly tells all. I'm watching some TV. I'm just chilling because that's all I can do. What was I gonna say? Oh yeah. So tomorrow, plans. I am going to wake up and pack my stuff up, and I got a late checkout. They pushed it to 1 today. They were like, we can make an exception this one time. I was like, okay. So they're pushing my checkout to 1, and I'm going to attempt to go over to the crash pad, which is nearby, and I'm going to attempt to see the crash pad and see if I like it and see if I like the space and try to gauge whether or not it's worth my time and do some thinking on it. But like I think I mentioned earlier, I've already submitted the document just as a placeholder for it, so I'm hoping all goes well. So maybe this Wrap C thing is a blessing in disguise, I guess. Gives me time to go do that. And there were trips for, like, if I end up staying here again tomorrow, not going anywhere, there are trips for the following day, the 4th. that will go mostly on, they're like Odans basically, so a whole bunch of Odans that will get me back super early. And so I'm not like really that pressed about going anywhere tomorrow, so we will see how everything goes. But anyway, I just forgot to check in, so I thought I would do that really quick since I'm up and moving for the time being. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye. God, that's bright. Ugh. Good afternoon, everyone. It's like 12:30. I slept like a rock, of course, because I was so tired. I am just about finished packing up my stuff, and I'm going to head downstairs. I think I'm going to not eat right now and head over to the crash pad. I just called the people that run it, and I'm gonna go check it out and just kind of see how it looks and stuff, and I may just go ahead and get in there while I can, so because I only have a few spaces left. With that said, I will probably come back over here because I'll have to get my stuff anyway. Problem is one, I'm still on a wrap, so I could always have to leave, and two, if I don't get used, I can't go home pending what I get today. And then after that, it's kind of just like a, you know, a guessing game as to whether or not I will even be able to stay at the crash pad. And if I do stay at the crash pad, I have to find a way to get some sort of pillow and blanket and sheets because they don't offer those. So it's kind of like a, it's gonna be kind of an interesting day. But the good news is that it's bright and sunny and there's no weather really. Oh, look at that nice blue showing up in the birds. So it's nice and pretty over here in DC, and I'm just gonna take it as it is and just keep on keeping on, I guess, guys. But anyway, I will, I'm not gonna take the camera into the crash pad. That's just, I can't do it. So I'll see you guys when I get back and let you guys know how I feel about it and what the plan is. So stay tuned. Bye. Hey everyone. Sorry I did not pick up my camera last night at all and update anyone because I wanted to, but I'm in a crash pad. That happened. So since I talked to you, I walked over here and saw the space and wasn't a fan of it, of course, because I don't like living amongst a lot of people, but I knew I wouldn't be a fan of it. But on the bright side, the apartment is actually not bad. It's a really nice apartment, and it has a nice view, so from the balcony, so it's really pretty. And everything was going great. I even hung out with the owner who runs the crash pad. They don't live here, they also have a crash pad, and their roommate, who's really awesome, baked me food, and we had a glass of wine, and everything was really nice. Like, we just hung out, and she was like, if you need anything, let me know. She gave me, as I said, I was gonna have to buy all these sheets and whatnot, but she gave me these clean, brand new sheets for the bed and a pillow and all this other stuff, and said, here, just give it back if you leave. And you know, she was just really nice. So I came back upstairs after hanging out with her and got acclimated, met one of the girls that lives here, and took a shower, and the water pressure is terrible, but that's beside the point. And of course, you know, tomorrow is my last day, and I got wrap A for today. So while I was with her, with Kat, I was super optimistic that I was going to get something that would have, you know, landed a little bit early tomorrow. Unfortunately, I got a late trip, so today I leave at 3:30. I sign in at 2:30, and I go to Dallas, and then Dallas to Tampa, and I overnight in Tampa. And then after that, I wake up and do Tampa to Chicago and then Chicago back to DC. And of course, I don't land until 10:52 p.m. But as annoying as that is, and no, I won't be able to get home, I will either come back to the crash pad and try to get some sleep and then leave early in the morning, or I'll just hang out. But yeah, so I will attempt to get home that way, and it's probably like 5 o'clock in the morning if I do, and go from there. But anyway, I'm gonna jump off of here and I'm going to start getting dressed soon because it's about that time. I'll see you guys in Tampa. Hey guys, thanks for watching my video. If you enjoyed keeping up with the life of me, please like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and stay tuned for clips from the next vlog. And as always, keep in mind, positive thoughts generate positive feelings and attract positive life experiences. Bye!